Welcome guys, welcome to Clarity for Sure and welcome to another session of SIDBI examination 2025. So in this session once again we are going to cover a very important part of our SIDBI syllabus, that is MSE IPO, right? Medium small enterprises IPO, that is initial public offering, right? Initial public offering. What is this initial public offering? This is basically a process through which a private companies can sell their shares in the market in order to raise capital from it, right? So basically this is a process through which a private companies become a public traded companies, right? So we'll learn about each and everything as far as MSE companies registering itself as an IPO is concerned, right? What are the eligibility if an medium small enterprise company want to register itself as an IPO, right? And we'll see all the other eligibility, what are the other eligibility and what are the other criteria as far as registering the MSE companies as an IPO is concerned, right? So let's start the session here. First, as you can see, this is a screenshot and it is talking about some company's name, that is Anondita Medicare IPO, right? Sees strong demand on day one, fully booked GMP at 45%. It means this is a name of company which has recently registered itself as an IPO, right? So coming back to our topic, let's see what are the eligibility, what are the criteria when a company, medium small enterprise company becomes an IPO, right? What are the eligibility to register itself as an IPO? The first one is track record. Track record, that is operations. Minimum 3 years of operations needed, which means a company should have minimum 3 years of operation histories before registering itself as an initial public offering, right? A company should have at least 3 years of operating history in the market, right, before registering itself as an IPO. Right, this was the first criteria. Second is net worth. Minimum 1.5 CR should be the net worth of the company, right, to ensure the interest of the investors. 1.5 CR. Net worth means asset minus liability, right? Minimum 1.5 CR. Third one is profitability. Profitability, operating profit of 1 CR in at least 2 of the last 3 years. Means last 3 फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स, ठीक है, लास्ट 3 फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स में से लास्ट 2 ईयर्स में कंपनी शुड हैव ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट ऑफ 1 CR at least, right? This was the third criteria. Coming to the fourth one, free cash flow, not mandatory. Earlier it was mandatory to show positive cash flow to the companies, but later on it was removed, right? So right now there is not mandatory to show free cash flow, right? Next is our minimum application size should be 2 lakh, right? For retail investors, if they want to invest, minimum application size should be at least 2 lakh, and this is a very important update because recently it was increased from 1 lakh, which means previously it was 1 lakh but later on it was increased to 2 lakh, right? Which means retail investors should have invested at least 2 lakh in order to have an shares in the MSE IPO, right? This ensures the long-term investors. The company should have long-term investors and it should avoid a short-term investors and non-serious investors, right? This was all about the minimum application size, and this is the intention behind setting the bar to 2 lakh, right? Next one is our offer for sale limit. Offer for sale limit for the existing investors is less than 20%. They can sell only less than 20% of their offer share, right? Next is our use of IPO fund. Companies should not use the IPO fund for their debt payment. That is the main concern regarding this eligibility criteria, means ki company should not use their IPO funds to pay their debt, right? And this eligibility is there to fulfill the investors interest, right? Investors interest cannot repay promoter loans. प्रोमोटर लोन्स को रीपे नहीं कर सकती, मतलब इन आईपीओ के फंड से सिर्फ ग्रोथ के लिए इन फंड्स को यूज की जानी चाहिए फॉर द ग्रोथ ऑफ द कंपनी. जनरल कॉर्पोरेट पर्पस रेस्ट्रिक्शन इज देयर. प्रोमोटर लॉक इन, प्रोमोटर के लिए लॉक इन पीरियड है 3 years विथ फेज्ड एक्सेस होल्डिंग रिलीज. 3 years ऑफ लॉक इन पीरियड फॉर द प्रोमोटर, जिसमें से 50% 1 साल के बाद वो कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, 1 साल के बाद जो है यूज कर निकाल सकते हैं. एंड अदर 50% could be withdrawn after 2 years, right? This is all about the lock-in period. There is a lock-in period for promoter. Related party transaction cap. Related party transaction, whether it is for the companies or other entity. So 10% of turnover or 50 CR, whichever is लोअर, इनमें से दोनों जो भी कम हो, दैट इज एप्लीकेबल अंडर सेक्शन 188 ऑफ द कंपनीज एक्ट ऑफ 2013, राइट? रिलेटेड पार्टी ट्रांजैक्शन कैप इज देयर फॉर 10% ऑफ टर्नओवर और 50 CR, दोनों में से जो कम हो, विच एवर इज लोअर अंडर सेक्शन 188 ऑफ द कंपनीज एक्ट ऑफ 2013. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज आवर NII, दैट इज नॉन इंस्टीट्यूशनल इन्वेस्टर एलोकेशन अलाइंड विथ मेन बोर्ड एलोकेशन, बेसिकली फॉर हाई नेट इंडिविजुअल्स. माइग्रेशन टू मेन बोर्ड. इफ द कंपनीज वांट टू माइग्रेट टू द मेन बोर्ड, दैट इज NSE, नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, और BSE, बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, aligned with, sorry, here it is, yeah, NSE or BSE. Whenever the company wants to migrate to main board, that is NSE or BSE, it should after 3 years of listing, मतलब 3 साल, लिस्टिंग के 3 साल के बाद ही they are eligible to migrate to the main board, that is NSE or BSE, right? Plus 10 CR post issue capital, plus 10 CR post issue capital is also needed, right? Just a second. Yeah, 10 CR post issue capital is also needed when the company wants to migrate to the main board, that is NSE or BSE, right? Next is our draft red herring prospectus, that is DRHP transparency. 21-day public comments, newspaper plus QR code disclosure. This was all about the eligibility for medium small enterprises to register itself as an IPO, that is initial public offerings. Let's see in detail what are the eligibility criteria for promoter contribution and lock-in period for the IPOs, right? Paid up capital should not exceed 25 CR post issue, should not exceed 25 CR. This is very important, right? Net worth minimum 1.5 CR in each of the 2 preceding financial year. As I said, 3 फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स में से 2 फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स में should have 1.5 CR minimum net worth, right? This was another eligibility. Profitability must have a minimum EBITDA of 1 CR in at least 2 of the last 3 years. Same for this profitability criteria as well, right? Free cash flow must be positive for at least 2 of the last 3 years. Free cash flows, right? Free cash flows needs to be positive for at least 2 of the last 3 years. Track record, company should have a minimum of 3 years of operations in the market, which means there should be a track record of 3 years of operation in the market whenever a company wants to register itself as an IPO, right? Minimum public shareholding at least 25% of post issue capital. Minimum application size should be 2 lakh per application effective from July 2025, right? This was the recent update which I was talking about. Previously it was 1 lakh only, right? 1 lakh only, and later on it was increased to the 2 lakh, right? Now coming to the promoter contribution and lock-in period, minimum promoter contribution at least 20% of post issue capital, right? Lock-in period पे आते हैं, minimum promoter contribution lock-in for 3 years. Excess promoter contribution 50% can be released after 1 year. मतलब 50% उनमें से 1 साल के बाद could be released, right? And the remaining 50% after 2 years. बाकी का remaining 50% कितने सालों के बाद? 2 years के बाद. Other shareholders lock-in period for 1 year from date of allotment. ठीक है, एक्सेस प्रोमोटर कंट्रीब्यूशन के लिए 50% रिलीज आफ्टर 1 ईयर एंड बाकी का रिमेनिंग 50% आफ्टर 2 ईयर्स, एंड बाकी का अदर शेयर होल्डर्स के लिए लॉकिंग पीरियड फॉर 1 ईयर फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ अलॉटमेंट, राइट. कमिंग टू द माइग्रेशन टू मेन बोर्ड, दैट वाज NSE एंड BSE, नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज और बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, राइट. Company must be listed on the SME platform for at least 3 years. मतलब 3 साल SME IPO के लिए रजिस्टर्ड रहे होंगे तभी they are eligible to migrate to the main board. This was the first criteria, right? Company must be listed on the SME platform for at least 3 years. Post issue capital should be between 10 CR and 25 CR. Post issue capital कितनी होनी चाहिए? 10 CR से 25 CR, right? So this was all about the session. Here is our SIDBI course, SIDBI crash course. You can enroll this course by going through this link or going through our website, that is www.c4scourses.in, right? So that's it for the session. Hope you like the session. If you like the session, do subscribe our YouTube channel, hit the like button, share this video to the friends who are preparing for SIDBI examination, and subscribe our YouTube channel, Telegram channel and Instagram channel as well. Thank you so much.